Ripple has won an important victory over the SEC. XRP to $95,000. Judge Sarah Nedburn ordered the Securities and Exchange Commission to submit 10 additional documents in relation to the SEC's motion for attorney-client privilege in relation to documents for William Hinman's speech. Welcome to the Finance Up channel. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Do you think the analysts are right about XRP? Write the answers in the comments. Giving away 500 XRP at the end of the week. One random subscriber will receive XRP coins. Take a look at the instructions in the comments section. All you need to do is write the word XRP, watch the video to the end, to like and subscribe. The SEC is required to submit 10 documents for closed review by June 16, 2022, the court said in its ruling. According to a recent court ruling, before the Securities and Exchange Commission began asserting attorney-client privilege in relation to Hinman's documents, the SEC was ordered to submit 10 samples of documents for verification. This was due to the agency's request for a partial review of the court order of January 13, 2022. However, after filing a new motion to protect Hinman's documents on the basis of attorney-client confidentiality, the Securities and Exchange Commission demanded that the documents, as well as other documents filed in the February 17, 2022 motion for partial review, be withheld. Judge Nedburn noted that the court considered the previous 10 documents in the context of the Consultative Process Privilege, DPP, and did not do the same with respect to the others. In order to facilitate the court's consideration of communications that, according to the SEC, are subject to attorney-client privilege, by June 26, 2022, the SEC may submit 10 additional documents listed in Annex 1 for desk review, the excerpt from the court's motion says. According to a recent motion, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is asking for its response to Amici's request, the status of XRP holders in court, to file a summary of Mr. Duty's opinion. Thus, the SEC wants to protect the expert from angry investors who have seen the value of their investments in XRP plummet since the start of the trial. The agency noted that 11 of the 17 pieces of evidence presented should not be brought to trial because it would endanger Mr. Duty's life. According to the proposal, both Ripple and the SEC held a meeting to discuss which of the exhibits should be registered in the public domain and which should remain confidential. #XRP community #SECGovV #Ripple #XRP 1/3. The SEC filed its request to seal its response to the Amici motion to participate in the Daubert Challenge. The SEC claims that, while some information the SEC seeks to seal has already been publicized by Mavant's counsel, John Deaton, the SEC recognizes that the proposed corrections to the opposition memo and the sealing of 11 exhibits are narrowly tailored to provide a higher value for protecting the safety of witnesses in light of the likelihood that past harassment and threats will continue in the absence of such steps, the agency said. Notably, the SEC accused attorney John Deaton of publishing some information about Mr. Duty on the Twitter microblogging platform, which it had originally planned to seal. Although some of the information that the SEC seeks to seal has already been made public by the Mavant's lawyer, John Deaton, the SEC seeks to seal this and other materials to prevent further threats and harassment of the SEC expert, the agency added. The Securities and Exchange Commission concluded that while expert witnesses understand that opposition parties may challenge their opinions as part of efforts to reject their testimony, they should not be subjected to a campaign of humiliation, harassment or threats, adding. Any additional disclosure of information about the expert or his opinion, including disclosure of material that is already in the public domain, will lead to additional threats and harassment of the expert. Quote, meanwhile, attorney Jeremy Hogan, a partner at the law firm Hogan Hogan, noted that attorney Deaton has every right to comment on the SEC expert witness regardless of whether the comment is negative or not. He added that it was ridiculous for the Securities and Exchange Commission to misinterpret Deaton's lawyer's comment about the expert witness as threatening and harassing. Deaton may have commented on the SEC's expert witness. That is fair, desirable and something that people should do, even if the commentary is negative. But the SEC's conflation of Deaton's comments with harassing, threatening statements others may have made is just ridiculous. As the Securities and Exchange Commission seeks to consolidate its disagreement with Amici's participation in the briefing, Judge Annalisa Torres will be in a better position to decide what will be made public regarding the SEC's expert testimony. In a recently written Fortune article, Stuart Alderoty, general counsel of the blockchain company Ripple, took aim at the infamous 2018 speech by former U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) corporate finance director William Hinman, in which he stated that Ether, the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, was not a security. According to Alderoty, the speech about Ethereum, which plays a central role in Ripple's battle with the regulator, muddied the waters in the cryptocurrency. Hinman justified his conclusion by saying that widely traded Bitcoin, BTC, was decentralized and therefore not a security, and that ETH eventually became sufficiently decentralized. It was strange, because this standard is nowhere in the legislative acts defining securities. Quote, Ripple's chief lawyer says the agency needs to get rid of this regulatory uncertainty. He adds that the much-feared regulatory body desperately needs clear rules. Quote, although the Securities and Exchange Commission tried to distance itself from the speech, saying it was just Hinman's personal opinion, the market took it to heart, Alderoty says. Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse suggested that it was this speech that helped Ethereum surpass XRP, since ETH actually received tacit approval from the SEC. Alderoty claims that the SEC is deliberately trying to make the regulatory environment more hazy in order to claim that virtually every cryptocurrency is a security. As for Ripple, in his speech Hinman confirmed the conclusion that XRP, a cryptocurrency that exists in an open, permission-free, decentralized blockchain, is a commodity and/or virtual currency. Of course, not a security. Quote, SEC Chairman Gary Gensler repeatedly dodged questions about the regulatory status of Ether, claiming that he would express his opinion on specific currencies. However, he said that many tokens are unregistered securities. In the 4 years since Hinman's speech, which did nothing but muddy the cryptocurrency waters, the U.S. still desperately needs clear rules of conduct that embrace innovation while protecting consumers in the integrity of markets. Quote, the Securities and Exchange Commission has repeatedly tried to keep secret emails containing a draft of Hinman's speech. After the court rejected his argument about intentional procedural secrecy, DPP, the agency is now trying to convince the judge that the materials requested by the defendants are protected by attorney-client privilege. The current price of XRP for today you can see yourself on the screens, and the trading volume for 24 hours is $1,294,436,065 US. We are updating our XRP price in US dollars in real time. XRP has dropped 4.08% in the last 24 hours. Do you think XRP will be able to win the court and restore its former price? Write the answers in the comments. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you liked it, then don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel.